This match, one fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, weighing in at 264 pounds from Havana, Cuba, Mr. Hollywood, the Cuban Assassin.
First of all, I do not weigh 265 euros. I am 225.
And his opponent,
Frank Parker against the Cuban Assassin in the second match this evening. Two wily veterans. And the bell rings, and Roger Ham, our referee, in charge.
First of all, you fat slob, I'm not 265. I don't eat jelly donuts like you. I'm 225. Get it right. I'll smack the taste out of your mouth. 5'2", 225. That's right.
And they go for a lockup right into the corner. And the referee goes in for the clean break.
I certainly don't appreciate Frank Parker out here running his mouth about me. When he knows good and well that he is a prime suspect in running me over. Well, to be honest, Ken, I think everybody, at least in your mind, is a prime suspect right now. You're exactly right. Just like Jason Schaefer was a prime suspect, and he's no longer around. Tackle. And going for the hip toss and reversed it. And the Cuban goes down. Up for the big slam. It's the canvas hard. Frank goes for the cover. It's one. And Cuban bails out of the ring. Ken, it looks like he's taking him a seat out inside of the ring. He wants to rest a little bit. That's exactly what I would do.
The referee going for the count.
Looks like Frank the Tank probably pulled him a handful of hair right there, as usual.
At the risk of ending up in that bag, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one, Ken. And the Cuban begins to work the arm of Frank the Tank Parker. Quickly reversed to an arm bar. And the Cuban draws back that fist. Into the corner. And slingshot into the corner, off for the big backdrop. And once again, Cuban Assassin bails out. Unfortunately, in professional wrestling, Ken, there is no timeouts, are there?
That's all right. You take what you can when you can.
And of course, the fans here at the sports arena are fully behind Frank Parker this evening. Crowd seems to be pointing to the referee that the Cuban may have some kind of object on him. And Roger Ham back over to check out the Cuban Assassin one more time. The Cuban in with a big punch there to the midsection. And now in on the throat, and again, it does appear that he has something there in his hands.
That looked like a legal thrust to me.
Well, my vantage point is
And
not
that
as
looks like
good.
a legal
but-
thrust to me as well as well.
And two big kicks back to the midsection of the Cuban. And once again, it does appear the Cuban has something there. But from my vantage point, I can't really tell, Ken.
I don't think the man's got nothing in his hands.
But we've got the audience saying one thing, Cuban saying another thing.
I think Cuban is just a very, very well adapted wrestling veteran.
That he is. As well as Frank Parker in this match.
Frank Parker is a marked man. And it doesn't sound like I'm the only person who has a target. And it's not me that has a target, but Frank Parker has a target on his back.
Parker powers out, and the Cuban assassin with a rear chin lock.
It's over now. It's over now. Yes.
And clearly the crowd once again rallies behind Frank Parker. Crowd certainly making some noise here in the USA Sports Arena this evening. Big elbow to the midsection of the Cuban assassin. Goes for the body. Oh.
That's an illegal punch. That's a closed fist.
I think Frank Parker's ready to give the assassin what he's been getting all evening. A little taste of his own medicine. Up, and there the
Cobra
Cuban
clutch.
goes. And Jeff James has come out to ringside here.
What are you doing here?
Oh, and Frank picks up the Cuban. And Parker in for the cover and the count, and victorious.
Your winner,
I don't know about this
Frank
deal right
the
here.
Tank Parker.
Something stinks about this mess right here.
And once again, Frank Parker victorious here at the